children of the prophets, Jews, Muslims, and Christians, and we live in the same land. This land is the Holy Land. The problem is when you try to define it as Israel or Palestine, either definition becomes so political and so charged that either side is willing to kill or die over it.
Up until a little while ago, I don't think the challenges were as great. The Palestinians have escalated and upgraded the game. I won't tell you it's not difficult.
Both sides are making mistakes. There is no angels. If the Israelis say to you, we did no mistakes, don't buy this. And if the Palestinians say to you, we did no mistakes, also don't believe them.
There's no potential in this world why the nature of the world is for peace. Peace can only come in the Messianic era, only when the temple is built. The best we can do now is deter war.
Along with the situation happening and the lack of safety I feel, I also feel that as a young person in Israel, I have to keep that hope and I have to be idealistic or else nobody will.
اليهود سواء كان عملا أو نقود، اليهود هم اليهود ولن يكون فيهم معتدل ولا داعية للسلام، كلهم كاذبون. هؤلاء هم الذين يجب أن يذبحوا ويجب أن يقتلوا.
Even if some of the rhetoric that we hear on the other side is frightening, I think there are certain policies and human rights abuses that we have done that bring about rage on the other side.
Such a situation produced fear, produced mistrust, produced all the negative things. Doesn't produce hope.
I don't think that in the truth of human nature that there is that place for hatred of other people. I think it is learned, but we've become masters of learning it, teaching it and learning it, so that it's become almost something one inherits.
The whole world thinks that what Arab Fair wants is Judea, Samaria, and the area known as Gaza, whereas in fact what he's been communicating to his people is, we want you to go back to Lod, Ramla, Yafo, etc.
We are waiting for the government of Israel to give us all the 1967 borders, and that's all. We want divorce from them. You know what? We want divorce from the Jews.
I would be willing to move out of my home, to give up my land, if I thought it would bring a real peace. I don't have a principled, halachic, traditional issue with giving up land. I think human lives are worth more than land. But I think we've reached a point where giving up land will actually cost lives. Because it symbolizes to the enemy that we're willing to give in.
The Israelis have a partner which is the Palestinian people. They have problems with Arafat, they can solve it with Arafat. But the real problem, as far as I see it, is the Palestinian people and the Israeli people.
The solution to the problem is to hold the fort, is the original approach of deterrence, is to be strong and stop them from hurting us. That's it.
You can go into any Arab school. They are brainwashed, since they are kids, to hate Jews, to kill Jews, and to destroy the state of Israel.
They've brought up an entire generation of children that the way to achieve things is through violence. You can't just turn that off. And that's our greatest challenge.
ولكني إذا ما جعت آكل لحم مغتصبي حذاري من جوع ومن غضب.
But they are braves, you know.
Who are?
They're them kids you're talking about.
You think they're brave?
Yes, yes they are.
And if they die, then...
They die like Shaheed. You know what Shaheed is? It's giving his life for his nation.
I have Arab family. I'm a person who I think who can speak more than anyone else, more than any Jew, and more than any Arab, because I don't think anyone has from both angles what I have. Now, when a child sees an Arab blowing up a bus, I think that's enough education for himself. The Arabs educate us. We don't educate ourselves.
Here, this is not a country for peace. Here, the country, every time, war.
You think there's going to be a war?
Yeah, I show.
Everybody's afraid. Get used to it.
Jerusalem is special, you know? That means, what means of special is special for Muslims.
Jerusalem is here. It's in our heart.
Is Jerusalem special for Jews?
For Muslims.
Not for Jews.
For Muslims.
You know, I couldn't predict whether there'll be a war or not. I can tell you the Israeli army will be ready if there is one. And I can tell you it'll break our hearts if it happens.
I hope there won't be a war. I'm smiling because I can't start or begin to imagine what it'll be like. I'm so scared that I'm smiling. It's a habit you get when you live here.
I think what we're seeing in war between Israelis and Palestinians, between Israel and Palestine, is a reflection of the lack of inner peace that both the Jews and Arabs have.
I am one of those Palestinians who is dreaming or wishing to establish a very democratic example alongside Israel.
We could live peacefully with our neighbors, as they say.
We hope to come peace, really peace, not like they said we want to do peace and the next day they kill body or shoot.
I feel there will be peace. I feel not only that, but there will be peace very soon.
Peace is very possible because there are a lot of people who want peace.
Make peace with God, make peace with everybody in this world, and make peace with ourselves.
I definitely feel peace is possible.
Everything that's happening is very, very good. The things that appear bad are so good that we can't understand them.
We got no difference between Jews, Arabs, Christians, and just we want the right of each one.
We have to start feeding the children the milk of peace.
قولوا لي نبكي ونوح نبت لي الشق بالماء